What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. We're counting down the days until 2017, and that means we're going to do another countdown list here today. We're counting down the best Warlock Exotic Armor pieces you can get in the game. There are 18 different pieces, and we're going from worst until first. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, if we have time, we're also going to be able to do our Hunter and Titan video just similar to this. But Warlock is first because I play Warlock probably the most often. Just like our top 50 weapon video, we're going to also have a grading scale, and that's going to help me out so that I can go ahead and separate these things a bit, and then if there are ties, we can go ahead and split those up on my own. But this grading scale is going to be a little bit different from our weapon scale. We're going to grade them 1 to 5 points as far as their viability in PvE, their viability in PvP, and then we're also going to give a versatility score. So this one is a little bit different. Basically, versatility is kind of like the tiebreaker. My thought is, if you can wear the piece of gear only on one class and get the benefit on one class, it's not as valuable as a piece of gear that you could wear on all 3 of the classes, so you can go ahead and switch things up. So versatility is only on a scale from 1 to 3. Again, if you can wear it on all 3 of the classes and get the benefit, you get 3 points. If you can only wear it on 1, you get 1 point. If you can wear it on 2, you get 2 points. But for the Warlocks, there are no pieces of gear that come in with 2 points. So it's either 1 or 3 for the Warlock, but I think it does help to break things up a little bit. And if I've got ties, I'm like, well, I can wear this on all 3 of my classes. That one is going to get a little bit of a boost. So I think it's pretty fair. Anyway, like it is with all lists, there are going to be a lot of people that disagree with things, and that's cool and that's awesome. I love to hear what you guys like to wear. Starting off with number 18, we've got the Astrocyte Verse. This probably surprises nobody at all. There's only one Warlock class with Blink, and this pretty much stinks and does nothing. Moving on. Number 17, we've got the Purifier Robes. So, just like the Astrocyte Verse, you can wear these on one class to get the benefit, but it's really not worthwhile. You need your super, you need enemies around, and then you need to go ahead and die. Not a good way to have an exotic piece of armor. At number 16, we've got the Alchemist's Raiment. This thing can be worn on all 3 of the classes, which is why it gets a little bit of a boost, but the benefits are generally pretty boring and pretty lame. It's just a shame you don't really gain glimmer with this thing. Sorry. Next up, we've got the Starfire Protocol. 2 fusion grenades. Actually, in PvP, this has a little bit of a benefit, because for something like Axis, you could have 2 fusion grenades and a burn on it. That's pretty nice. In PvP, there's no reason for that. You're just going to rock out 2 grenades. Number 14 is the Skull of Dire Ahamkara. This thing has small versatility, but the problem is it's overshadowed by another Warlock exotic. Unfortunately, the perks are okay on it, it's just overshadowed by another exotic, and that just makes it drop down the list. I always catch flack for the Heart of Praxic Fire, but even from its inception, it has never been as good as people have thought it was, or at least have wanted it to be. Even if you're on your best, with the most discipline possible, you're at most going to get maybe 1 extra grenade out of this, and that's if you're just spamming it. No thank you. Similarly, we've got the Stag, but the Stag can actually be worn on 3 characters, and that helps to boost it up just a little bit and giving it some versatility. But there's just a lot of situations where you won't be able to use this thing. It's extremely situational. You need to be in a fire team, and your fire team members need to be dead. Next up, we've got the Impossible Machines, which are pretty much the only exotic specifically for the Stormcaller. So that's nice. The problem with these is the only real benefit you gain from them is whenever you go ahead and cast your super. So that is very limited as far as when you're actually using this. We've got the Sunbreakers up next, and I love the Sunbreakers. The problem is, the Sunbreakers and solar grenades and everything with the Sunsinger has been so nerfed that you really won't see these things around anymore, and that is a shame. Double Burns was so cool. At number 9, it's the Obsidian Mind, which is amazing in PvE. Whenever you've got enemies stacked up, you just Nova Bomb, and then you get your Nova Bomb back, and then you Nova Bomb again, you get it back. It's really nice. In PvP, you really won't get that benefit that often because it's not that often that people are grouped up. The Apotheosis Veil is kind of a surprise here, but it can be worn on all 3 of the characters, and its benefit isn't that bad. Again, like the Impossible Machines, it's very situational because it's super dependent, but getting your health back is nice, so is getting your grenade and melee back. At number 7, Light Beyond Nemesis is another surprise to me as well because I just don't find it to be that useful, except for the fact that it kind of is in certain situations. Reviving teammates faster, generating extra orbs of light. It's not the best, but it's not the worst obviously. Next up is one of my personal favorites, the Transversus of Steps. I love these things. In PvE, they're just god tier, running over ammo, never having to reload. You don't see this benefit that much in PvP though, it's very situational for PvP. In PvE, these are great. Moving into our top 5, we've got the Rama Gym. You can wear the Ram on all 3 of the classes, even though you do gain a little bit of an extra bonus whenever you're on your Voidwalker. This thing is all about helping you survive more, and in PvP, it definitely fits that bill. At number 4 is another one made for the Voidwalker, though this one is Voidwalker only. Nothing Manacles are amazing. With that infinite health, infinite grenade type build, in PvP you're a monster, in PvE you're a monster as well. Scatter Grenade's sick. These might not be specifically made for the Stormcaller, but the Claws of Ahamkara definitely give you 2 long-range lightning fingers. That's amazing. You can put them on your Sunsinger and have 2 one-hit kill Scorch attacks, or you can put them on your Voidwalker for energy drain melees. These are really nice. At number 2, it's the Void Fang Vestments. Boy, the Voidwalker is really getting up there. But this thing lets you spawn with grenade energy on any class, and if you're on your Voidwalker, your Axiom Bolts will have an additional Seeker, and they'll be a bit more aggressive. These things are really solid, and grenade energy spawning is always great. At number 1, who is surprised? It's Voidwalker again, the Ophidian Aspects, but just like with the Void Fang Vestments, you could wear Ophidian Aspects on any character, and you'll gain some type of quick draw ability. So you'll be able to reload faster, you'll be able to aim down your sights faster, swap weapons faster. Really a nice benefit. You'll see this benefit a bit more in PvP than you will in PvE, but it's definitely viable in all avenues, not to mention the extra abilities that it's giving to your Voidwalker. So those are my top 18. I'm really surprised how good some of those Voidwalker exotic items are. Most of the really amazing ones are for the Voidwalker, but then you go ahead and split them out to different classes and they're just as good. So that's my personal ranking of the Warlock Exotic Armor pieces. I'm sure you have a different ranking, and I love to hear some of your favorites. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Warlock, and I'll see you around in Destiny. #Ophidian #1.